I've been getting a lot of questions, and those questions have been, how do you film yourself in public? Does it not get awkward? Is it not cringy? And my answer to that is, yes it is. It's all of that. And granted, I went through a time where it was very hard for me to do that. Whether it was me deciding that just record now and I'll talk over it later when I get home, and or I'll wait till there's nobody around and then I will start recording. It's awkward when you're that person walking around with the camera, looking straight at it and just talking. But in this video, I'm gonna give you a couple of tips that I personally use to get past that hunch and to be able to record the vlogs that I shoot. So I'm just gonna go walk around my town real quick. I'm just gonna be in my neighborhood. There's really not a lot of people, maybe a couple people walking their dog or something, even though it's not comparable to like a city, but it's still out and about, and granted, people could be driving by. So let's go do that. Yeah, so like I was saying, it could be very awkward when you're filming in public. Right now I'm just walking around my neighborhood. And one of the biggest things that I learned and I kind of picked up on is that I throw headphones on. Right now I just got my little Sony headphones on, and it's just one way for me to kind of just block out everything outside of that, I guess. Just anything around me kind of just blocks it out. It's kind of like one of those things, like when you're on a phone call in public, if you have headphones on, you kind of disregard what anybody's saying or doing, as I'm doing right now. So like there are people with somebody in that car, there's people outside their house, there are people possibly about to drive by, and I'm kind of just blocking them all out using my headphones, just feeling like I'm in just my own space, my own bubble. And that's just one thing I use that works for me. So another thing I may use, sunglasses. Just like how headphones kind of just block out everything for me, sunglasses do the same thing. I feel like sunglasses give you like a little boost of confidence. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know. But I feel like that just gives you like that extra oomph to just do what you do. Because when I'm wearing sunglasses, same thing like headphones, I'm blocking everything out. Nobody can really see my eyes, even though, yeah, they can still see me recording. Like right now, I'm probably look funny as heck. Let me just take out my phone and record this. Yeah, so this is what I look like right now to the naked eye. To the third person, I would look like this. They'll be walking by, see me with the camera. And granted, my setup is not that big. Let's talk about that. So this is my setup. I have a a7 IV with an 11mm lens, and this gets the job done. When you are vlogging, ideally you want a wider lens. I would say 16 to 30 will get the job done. I got an 11mm crop lens, so when it's cropped in on a full frame camera, it equivalates to 16, about 16, so it works out perfectly. It was a cheaper option for me instead of getting a 16 to 30. But anyways, I have a Takstar mic. I got this on Amazon. It was literally like 20 bucks, and it's all my videos I use this, and it's been holding me down. And granted, I've been trying to keep all my things minimal, so as you can see, it's pretty lightweight, pretty portable. And this little handheld gimbal tripod, it's called Ulanzi. I'll try and link everything down below, but it's minimal. I just got it. It extends. It also turns into a tripod, and I use it to vlog. But as you can see, it's small. Everything is very minimal. I say that to say, when it comes to vlogging in public and just having something like this out, you kind of want it for it to be minimal. You don't want it to be so like there, which makes sense. You don't always want to be noticed. And coming from New York, you really aren't that noticed. I mean, so much goes on in New York City that trust me, you picking up a camera and recording yourself is the least of people's worries, and they may take a quick glance, but then they won't care. So look, right now, there's a car coming by. I'm gonna keep talking, you know. That was a FedEx, so I'm just doing my thing, and like that. Easy. He's doing his deliveries. He has a job to do. I'm currently doing a job, and that job is vlogging right now. So everybody has their own thing. Everybody's in their own world. I just try to stay focused on the camera, and me just looking directly at the camera, I get lost in the world. Like, I'm talking to you guys. So right now, I'm in my own world with you guys, and that's what makes it special. Another big thing that will make this a lot easier is doing this with friends. When you're out vlogging with friends, it just makes things a lot easier. I know for me personally, I'm already kind of an outgoing person, but when I'm with friends, I'm a lot more comfortable, and I kind of don't feel out of place if I were to just pick up my camera, because you feel like you have somebody there along with you. It's almost like a pack mentality, you know? Kids won't act out if they're by themselves, but put them in a group of 5, they may go a little crazy. So it's kind of like that. And so I said to say, if you are shooting a vlog with friends, family, it may be a little easier. And I think it will. It'll feel a lot easier, especially if you're out in public. You also want to practice it. So the same way now, where I'm just walking around my neighborhood, and granted, this is not that intimidating. There was barely anybody out right now, except people driving by. You want to practice it. So for example, you could do what I'm doing now. Just walk around your neighborhood, talk to the camera about whatever you'd like to talk about, and you'll get more comfortable with it, and you'll get used to it, and you'll stop caring what people think. And that's the biggest thing, not caring what people think. Think how many times you've probably seen somebody with the camera, you probably took a quick glance and then moved on with your life. I know me, I'm a camera person. Usually when I see somebody vlogging with the camera, sometimes I question them. I go, oh, hey, what kind of camera is that? What are you doing? You're vlogging? Oh, that's cool. I do that too. I do YouTube as well. And that would possibly help boost that person's confidence a little bit. They feel a little more comfortable because they see that, oh, there are people out there who care about what they're doing, who are very interested about what that person's doing. So you'll be surprised. And of course, if you have a camera to your face, it's the automatic conversation starter. So obviously be prepped for that, but it happens less likely than often. And I'd also like to add, most of the anxiety you feel is all in your head, because when you sit down at the end of the day, rewatch the footage, you're probably so happy you shot what you shot. When you're out there in the moment, that's where the anxiety is boosted, and that's completely understandable. I would like to hope some of the tips that I told you guys about today helps a little bit, even though it's not gonna solve everything. It definitely didn't solve everything for me. I still have those nervous moments where it's hard for me sometimes to just pick up the camera and shoot, especially if I'm in public, a more crowded spot. This is one thing I tend to do. If I'm in a public spot, the camera will probably be like down here, and I'll try to just kind of be low key and stuff like that. But realistically, you kind of want it here. You want people to see what's around you, depending on the video, of course, but like you want people to see what's around you, and that just builds confidence. And granted, if you have that confidence and just hold the camera up, people see that. Like, I feel like, I know I'm a big believer in energy, so if I see somebody just confidently holding the camera, talking to it, I'm not questioning that dude. I'm like, oh, that dude got it. And that's where I hope you guys can get to and start doing your thing. All right, so we're getting close to the main road. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got my sunglasses on. To double it, baby, I'm gonna throw the headphones on. And I'm really not gonna care what people think. And even back to having like a smaller camera. So I showed you guys my setup. It's not that big, at least for me, or at least what I know is out there. However, there are a lot smaller cameras, like the Insta360. Those are pretty small. There's GoPros, there's your iPhone. Those will get the job done. Same way this will get the job done. And it's smaller, so it's less noticeable. But granted, if you're able to get comfortable with a DSLR in your hand, everything else is a breeze. Right now, this is more of a main road. People driving by, looking, but I just don't care. And granted, like, these people are driving past, so it's not like they're gonna stop the car and be like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, look at that guy recording. So it's like, nobody cares. They're gonna look, and then they're gonna be on their way. Simple as that. And it's the same thing with you. You walk past people every day. How many of them can you, like, remember? And especially if you're in like a bigger city. So I'll use New York City as an example. There's so much going on. When I tell you, you could scream in the middle of the street of New York City and some people won't even bat an eye because it's just so normal. And there's so many abnormal things that go on throughout the day. So you holding a camera, you don't look that crazy. So I'm almost home. Let's close this out. All right, just made it back. Taking off my loadout. So ultimately, my closing statement would be, if you're a content creator or somebody looking to vlog, start a YouTube channel, do not be afraid to speak to camera in public. It's only gonna be a minor cringe moment, a minor uncomfortable moment for a little bit amount of time, but I promise you, at the end, when you're sitting down and editing, you're gonna be happy you did what you did. I've shot so many videos and I can never look back and say, oh, that wasn't worth it. And if you're watching this video now thinking that maybe you could try it, do it. Go outside, take your camera with you, walk around your neighborhood and talk to the camera. You never know what it'll turn out to, and at the same time, you'll build up a little more confidence. So the next time, if you're by yourself out in public with a little more foot traffic, you'll be able to pick up that camera, say what you need to say, and do your thing. If this video helped you even just a little bit, I'd appreciate if you guys could leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I drop another video. Thanks for watching.